I think it's fair to say, over the past 4 years, I've done as much car camping and living out the back of vehicles as I have actually living in my real home. We've had some amazing adventures all over the UK and even into Europe, starting out in a little old Vauxhall Severa called the Zafir. We then moved on to the Biscuit Tin, a seriously over-the-top little Kia Picanto car camper build. But it's fair to say the workhorse of the channel really has been the Ford Galaxy. But after all these years, it's finally time for a bigger upgrade. Well, I can't deny, bit of a strange one. And welcome to the channel if you're new here, and welcome back if you've been here before. For the first time ever on the channel, I don't have a plan of what I'm doing. And I need to explain because it's quite a good reason. You see, I've mentioned recently that I'd like to try and get a van. And lo and behold, today, I'm actually going to see one. And not just any van, this is a pretty decent one. It's actually a Volkswagen Transporter. A sort of mid-range size van, along the lines of what I borrowed from Tom, my friend, a few weeks ago. And in all honesty, will be the absolute perfect size for me. Now, whether this van that I'm about to go and see is the perfect van is another thing. It's actually a 4-hour drive from Leicester, and I'm still about an hour's drive away from it. So I am genuinely hoping that it's going to be the one. Thing with it is, it has the potential to be an absolute gem in disguise or a demon, you see. And I'll hold it out now. It's a little bit over £5,000. And if anyone knows about transporters, VWs, around that price range, you're normally looking at about 140 to 200,000 miles on the clock. This one, however, has 100,000. And the reason being is because it's sat for 6 years doing nothing. Now, you could question and construe, I believe the word is, those 6 years. I've been told a story which kind of sounds okay. It could be the true story, it might not. But my thing is this, if I'm buying a Volkswagen Transporter, they all go wrong at some point. And pretty much they all go wrong in the same places. So you're taking a risk with whatever you buy, especially if you're looking at buying something with over 150,000 on the clock. So what can you do? Well, you can go down and you can have a look and you can test drive the van. I'm probably going to try and put 10, 15, 20 miles on the clock in the van to see if it runs nicely. And do your checks with the MOTs and all the rest of it. And apart from that, I don't see as there's a lot more you can do. So fingers crossed, this one drives nicely for 10 or 15 miles because it could potentially be the one. I don't want to say too much about it and show you too much about it until I've had a proper look at it. But like I say, we're on van hunting day and it's about an hour's drive away. Let's go have a look at this first potential van. She looks quite tidy. A few dinks, nothing special. Wonder if it's been painted or sprayed, I don't know. Wow, pretty good. Little dink on the bumper, knew about that. Look what badge it's got. Ooh. Oh, there's a little dink on the side as well. That could come out. Hey up fella, I was just going to call you.
One eternity later.
Well, I've had a good look around the van. Inside, outside, underneath. Didn't get on the top. I'm a bit short for that. And we took it for a good half an hour drive along country roads and a dual carriageway. Pushed her up to 80 in 6th gear. And the short of it is, I now own a van. I've done everything I can do to check whether it's sound or not, and I think it is. We'll never know for sure until we buy it, and now we've bought it, we will know for sure over the next few months. I can only pray it's the best decision and the right decision that I've made. I'll hold my hands up now. That there is the most expensive thing I've ever bought in my life, including my house. My deposit on my house was less than that. And we will go over everything. I can't remember if I mentioned how much it was. I think I did. But for now, what I've got to do is drive 4 hours home and come down in a few days' time, either with a mate or more likely on the train, to come and pick it up and drive it back to the homestead. I really hope it gets there. I'll catch you in a few days when I come down to pick it up. Not only have I just bought a van, but I've also bought a VW. The van of vans from mid-range vans. Yes. I hope it's the right decision. Morning and welcome to the Leicester train station. Wicked. I gotta tell you, it's been a while since I've been into the city of Leicester and I forgot how much culture there is in the place. Even this morning, or just this morning alone, we've had a guy around the corner of the train station absolutely coughing his wing up. I've seen two ladies strolling around the, well, basically still look like Friday night still in effect, and even one geezer parading around with a can of special brew. It's legend. It's only 10:30 in the morning. How you going, bro? Welcome to Leicester. It's full of culture. More importantly for us, I've had a word with the geezer this morning and he's ready to rumble. He's going to pick me up in about 3 hours time. We've got 3 trains to catch, 2 transfers and an absolute nightmare travel. I'm really worried. I just want to get down there, get in the van and start driving back. But yeah, we've got a bit of a mission first, and it's probably going to give us a chance to have a little chat about a few things as we get down there, mate. Right, we're going to grab my ticket.
Midlands Railway apologises for the inconvenience.
Guess where we're going? On the cancelled train, mate. Oh my days, it does not bode well. I don't know what's going on. Apparently, there was a fire on the track this morning and the 9:40 train was cancelled. My train's cancelled as well. I'm just being told to, like, hey, just jump on any train that goes to London. I've got connections to make and stuff as well, do you know what I mean? This is not a good start. I freaking hate trains, man. It's not here yet. Oh man, I thought the trains in Asia were bad. This is just as busy, mate. Come to. You have to squeeze on. There's no seats. I've reserved one and someone's sat in it already, I know. About an hour and 20 minutes like this, man. The sleeper train in Bangkok was better than this. This is nuts. 58 quid, by the way. Well, chaos ensues. I've been kicked off one train because it's not moving, and now we're getting moved on to another train. But apparently this one's direct to London, so yeah, it might be quicker. This is bloody chaos. British trains, it's been like clockwork without a battery in the clock. Well, gotta say, chaos ensued, and now we've been upgraded. We're in first class, and this train's direct to London. We could have been sat on there with the crowds and being late and slow, but no, sun's out, and we're living the dream. Well, we've made it to St Pancras in good time, to be fair. Now I've got to get over to London Bridge on another train. It's a bit chaotic. I think I'm on the right route, not sure. I've got to tell you though, there's a bit of a stench in here. It's a mix between damp, wet dog and baby puke. It's horrific. It's making me want to gag. Oh, wow, things are getting a bit chaotic. No time to spare. I should say though, why this van? And before we start, I should say a massive thank you to Josh, who offered me the Ford Transit. I say offered, it was on sale, but between me and him it was something that would have worked. And yeah, a big shout and a big love to Josh for sort of having that Ford Transit as an option that was going to be the option that I actually took. And the reason I haven't taken it is because me and Bob had a good talk about it all, and we felt that it was going to be too big for us, which is why we've gone for a mid-range size van. And just to elaborate a little bit, the thing with it is, if you follow the series, you'll know invariably when I go away on my trips, I normally end up in the middle of nowhere on bumblefluff little single track roads in Wales, in Scotland. So to be driving around in a massive van at this time for my first van, I just think it would have been a little bit too much. And to top it off, having borrowed a Volkswagen camper van the other week from Tom and had a good week out in one, and having it last year, I know it just felt right for me with its size and how it is. So yeah, for those reasons, I've decided not to go for a huge van at the moment. May happen in the future, and start with a nice little comfy cozy mid-range van that we can kit out. Right, I'm at London Bridge and I'm lost. Give me a minute. I don't know if it's me or if it's the network. It's easier getting around in Asia, mate. This system's a nightmare, and I speak the language here, man. There's no signs, there's no, like, even my ticket didn't tell me what platform to go to, do you know what I mean? I've had to ask 30 people for directions. Christ, I don't know. What did he say? 6 or 7? There isn't no, oh yeah, 6 or 7. Fucking hell, I've just been wiped out by a pigeon. Oh my God. Freaking heck. Is that the new terrorist that's out there, like, training pigeons to take people out? Central London, hundreds of pigeons kill many. I don't know. Fuck.
To be fair, Joe,
Walk past the platform. Chaos. Oh, this is not the platform we're looking for. I don't know where I'm going. Dude told me platform 6 or 7. That's where I came from. Platform 7. We're gonna miss the train. I'll be perfectly honest as well. The reason I've gone for a VW opposed to sort of a Renault Traffic or a Boxer or a Vito or something like that is because the more I sort of started looking into mid-range vans, the more I realised I like the VWs. I love how they look. I love the kit, how they set them out inside. I love how they bring them up outside. And there's a real big following with the VWs. And having borrowed one the other week, I know exactly how they are and what I'm looking at. In all perfect honesty, if I had bought a Renault Traffic or a Boxer or something like that, my main idea was to kit it out like a Volkswagen camper. So why not get a Volkswagen camper? And as luck would have it, that's what we get.
5 approaches.
Nice. Final train. I hope he's got a toilet. My cat bladder's in pieces. So rather futuristic. Oh no, I hope I don't get locked in there. If I'm screaming in about 5 minutes, can you press that button for me? Like I'm in now, I can't close the door. Is that it? Oh, this is rather disconcerting. I only need a week. Slow it. Oh, no, fucking hell. Well, 3 hours later then, and this is us. At Paddock Wood. Hopefully the guys here waiting to pick me up. Go down and do all the paperwork, sort everything out. And I'll meet you on the road in about an hour. Well, the final payment's been made. Paperwork's been signed and organised. And I'm now in my van. Although, it's not actually my van yet. There's a bit of a discrepancy. I've tried to sort of sell it for him online with the DVLA and it wouldn't let me do it. Apparently it's still in like the old guy's name. He's had it and he's a trader. I sent the trade slip off, but it hasn't been transferred to his name. So hopefully on Monday I can call the DVLA and get it all sorted out. We tried to do it digitally and it seems like you still need to send the paperwork off, even though they say you can do it online. So even though I've got it taxed and insured, it's not actually in my name yet. For now though, I've got more fun and games. I forgot the Bluetooth thing to link my phone to the stereo. I forgot the thing to hold my phone for the sat-nav for a next 3-hour drive. And the only thing I did remember was the holder for your guys and the camera. So I'm gonna struggle a little bit to drive home. And I have to be honest, let's hope this van makes it back to Leicester. This now is my one huge fear with this van. We've got 150 miles to drive. I've drove it about 10 miles. This is when we're going to find out if there's anything wrong with this van, I feel. So bear with me while I slowly meander back to Leicester, and then we can have a proper look around this new van. So stoked. Just want to get it in my name. That'd be great. Right, this is a nightmare. It's got no cruise control, and I'm cruising in 6th gear, and I keep looking down at the speedo, and I'm doing bloody 80. It just runs nice, but it hasn't got cruise control, and I'm not used to it. The Galaxy has, and I just get to 7th air, sit it, bang, on with the cruise control, and I'm happy days. I don't like to speed in any vehicle. I don't like to override the vehicle, and I definitely don't want a speeding ticket with what I do. So yeah, it's a little bit unusual, and because it's such a nice engine and van, it has no problem getting to 80 and sitting there. We're good in Europe. Just got to be careful on these roads. I've just seen something really worrying. I think it said like all northern routes are closed. I really hope I didn't just see that. I really hope. We've still got 95 miles to go. This sucks. I'm pretty sure the northern routes will be open. I mean, yeah, why not add to the dismay already? Not only have I forgot the bloody Bluetooth thing and they order for the phone, but I've just realised, well, not just realised, I forgot my driving glasses as well. So I'm trying to get home with the eyesight of an elderly mole at the minute. 150 miles. It's not easy. Bloody Nora. Can't see the signs. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh. Oh, damn it. Where's the light in here? Let's hope the light works. I haven't checked it. Oh my God. Damn it. That works. Oh, that's blinding. Hang on. Whew. Turn the engine off. It's quite loud. Louder than it was when I picked it up earlier. It's had a good run. Around 150 miles, and for the most part, I'll hold my hands up, yeah, it felt pretty good. I don't know, I'm pretty paranoid, I'll be honest. You know, this is the most expensive thing I've ever bought and the nicest vehicle I've ever had, and I just want it to be absolutely perfect, and I'm very, very paranoid that things might not be. But yeah, just driving it back, it seemed okay, a little bit juddery, but I think that was the road. I think it was the feel of the road. It's a brand new vehicle. I've just got to get used to how it feels. The steering's different. The feel of it's a bit different. I'm sat different and higher up. I'm not used to driving this particular van. I'm trying to compare it with how it felt with Tom's van because it's a similar engine. It's the 2.5. I think it's the same 5-cylinder. I'm not a mechanic, you know that. But yeah, trying to compare it to his and mine, they sound different. But yeah, I guess I just got to get used to it. And one thing I do feel, even though I've just done about 150 miles on it, you think, great, I'm convinced now. No, this needs a couple of trips. One local, maybe to the peaks, around some Shiznik roads, and it needs a damn good one, either Wales or Scotland. But that's not for now. That's just something I'm thinking of. For now, it's got dark. So I think what I'm going to do is go home and have some food because I've absolutely shattered. It's been a very long day, and then we can take a proper look at this van tomorrow and we'll have a little chat about what ideas I've got to do with it. It's got one of them metal bits. I don't even know what it's called. Headboard. No, that's on the bed. But one of them. It's a proper van. It's a proper blank canvas to do an amazing build with. Fingers crossed.
Hey. Duffel bag filled to the T. When I look at what I see, I could truly say that's all me. Pack my things up, make some pit stops. Catch me in the hilltops on the side of the country. Came back from being down 1-3. We the 16 Cavaliers, whole team hungry. Keep the family roots like we came from one tree. One branch, one leaf.
Oh crap, I was going to do a bling thing with the van, but the police have turned up. Well, not the police, but the local services. We haven't bought a ticket because it's bloody £4.50 to park for an hour, so we're making a quick dash for it. Forgot to close the barn doors. Bear with. And this looks a better spot. Although we have to be quick, it's pay and display. Seems like there's nowhere in Leicester, even in the countryside, you can park now without paying. But more importantly, the sun's going to blare you out. Welcome to Pat. And before we carry on, I won't be calling it Pat. What I will be doing, hopefully, is setting up a little thing so we can all name it and choose what to call it. Whether I'll put it in this video or not, or on the chat, I'm not sure, but hell, let's go for it. Let's name the van. I mean, look at it. It's pretty red, and it's a Volkswagen camper. Oh, transporter. It's not a camper yet, but what the heck are we gonna name it? And no, not Vanny McVanface. But what I will do, if everyone wants to put a name that they think for the van in the chat, then over the next week, maybe I'll wean it down to the best 10 or 5 that I've seen that I like, and we can have a vote on them. And no, again, not Vanny McVanface or Boaty McBoatface, because it's a van. But on a serious note, let's have a look. And like I said yesterday, or 2 days ago, it is a complete blank canvas. It's even got the headboard thing. It is a height 1 and an L3, so it is the long wheelbase one, and it is the 2.5 5-cylinder TDI T30. The 30, I looked into it, means I can carry 3 tons of weight. And considering I'm knee high to a grasshopper and weigh the same as a small child, that really doesn't matter. But more importantly, what's my actual plans with this van? Well, I've got 3. A no build, a mid build, and a full-on chubby checker build. Basically, I'd like to take it for a couple of little outings as it stands, with nothing done to it, and just throw a few bits in and see how it feels for a night or 2, which is probably what I'm going to be doing in the next episode. Now, the other 2 builds, the mid build and the full-on build, I'll be honest, is depicted by the amount of cheese in the cellar. You see, the thing is, before when we said we wanted a van, I said I wanted to be able to stand up in a van. And the more I thought about it, I also want windows and light in the van, along with a number of other things, neither of which this van has. It doesn't have windows, and it's not possible to stand up in it, which means a big build and quite a bit of expense, mostly to put a pop-top roof on. You see, like I've mentioned, I love how they set these camper vans out, the Volkswagens, and it's just pretty much the same in every van. We've got a unit of wardrobes here, a kitchen down the end, a rock and roll bed where I'm sitting, and a pop-top roof, and then maybe spin round chairs in the front. A few other bits, body kits, whatever. But that's the layout of these campers. But if I'm not going to go for that straight off the bat, then I'm going to go a mid-range build. And I think it gives me a good scope to build it out just for me, a single guy with a van. Now, how I'm going to do that, I haven't really thought about yet. I've got a few ideas, but nothing concrete. Whether I'm going to put the windows in at the same time to give light, or keep it as a stealth van with a build inside for me, again, I'm not too sure. And what I will say is this though, and this is probably like the most important thing for this van regarding the channel, I'm not going to rush it. I'm going to spend a few months putting this together with whatever build I go for, and then I'm going to bring it to the channel. So apart from probably the next episode where we're going to take it out, that may be the last time you see this van for a few months. Done it with the Kia before, and I kind of overwhelmed myself, where I said I was going to do a mad build and it took a lot of time to organise, and it was a bit stressful, to be honest. So I don't want to go through that same process with this van. I want to have the time to slowly, meticulously build it up, make some great content and some great videos, and then release it all to you guys. It's not like I'm going to be going out in it. I'm just going to be doing it slowly up as I want to do it, and then I can show you guys. And in realistic time terms, I'm probably looking at 3 to 4 months. So maybe June, July time before we've got a full-on build in this van, and I can start showing you guys each stage of it, because I do want to bring a van build series to the channel. I mean, we've talked about having a van and doing one up in a build sense for years. And now we've finally got one. And let's be honest, on a personal level, I think it's fantastic. A VW Transporter. What we could do with this moving forward over the next year or two, yeah, could be amazing. I really hope I can make it happen. Full body kit, pop top roof, maybe some graphics down the side or a two-tone. I haven't decided yet, but that's the beauty of it. There's so much spec and things we can do with this moving forward. But for now, yeah, welcome to the new van, aka not called Pat. Up to you. And before I sign off, let me make this clear as well. The car camping's going nowhere. Spent a lot of time, money and effort with a lot of people putting the Kia together. I'm definitely going to be keeping that on the road. I'm doing trips with that. And for the foreseeable future as well, we're going to be using the Galaxy for doing some car camping trips. We've got a lot coming up over the next few months. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, then hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. And also, I wanted to say a big thank you to everybody that sent me stuff recently, and also the donations on Buy Me a Coffee. It really means a lot, and it is helping out a lot as well. So really, really appreciate it. For now, the old man says, take it easy, enjoy the camp, and
Stay stealthy.
you know. All right. Well, lad. Oh, and just one final note, because I'm sat here in the evening editing the movie and I realised I didn't say anything about the DVLA. I've spoken to them yesterday. There's nothing untoward with the van. They didn't really explain why it wasn't in his name, but they were happy that I've got all the logbook and everything, and told me just to send all that paperwork off as normal when you buy a vehicle. And within 4 weeks, hopefully, I'll have the van in a logbook in my name. It won't be a worry for the next 4 weeks waiting, will it, Maui? Probably.